Am I gonna have a problem with you?
No, sir. No reason to assume you would.
Good. Because you are the only augmented operative on this team, and I intend to make good use of you. Listen up, all of you. We got a sandstorm barreling down our arse and we can't afford to make mistakes. We're going after this man, an arms dealer named Shepard. He's ex-Bell Tower, one of the Special Forces commanders who disappeared during the incident.
And he's come out of hiding. That cannot be good.
It's not. He's selling weapons and military-grade augments to terrorists. This is Aran Singh, the undercover agent who lured Shepard out of his hole. Best you see Interpol's got. For 3 years he's worked hard to get in tight with the Jinn, an Iraqi smuggling cartel that's infected the Eastern Hemisphere like a plague. Last week, our arms dealer sent a message to the Jinn, offering to sell them a shitload of black market merchandise dirt cheap. They told Singh to handle the buy.
They're not gonna like it when Interpol disrupts their party. Is Singh's cover really that good?
It is right now. We need to keep it that way. This is where the deal's going down. A half-finished high-rise hotel that's been abandoned ever since the incident. It's not a pretty picture inside.
Let me guess. Most of the laborers were augmented with heavy-duty industrial rigs. So when the incident hit, and they all went schizo, things got gruesome real fast.
And no one, except for some homeless junkies, have been inside the place ever since.
So what's the plan, Director?
Singh's meeting Shepard on the ground floor, inside the hotel's main atrium. He sent the bulk of his Jinn crew to the penthouse levels to secure a vantage point. I want McCready's team to take up positions overlooking the atrium and make the arrest. Jensen, you're going in solo from the roof.
My objectives?
Keep the Jinn from joining the party. As far as we can tell, only one route connects the atrium to the penthouse level, a halfway decent elevator shaft. Here. I want you to block access to it.
Fine. Just cut me loose.
Do you plan on relying solely on your augments for this one? I'd recommend taking a little hardware, just to be sure.
We've got a UC in there. Might be easier to maintain his cover if he's not the only one still breathing when this is done.
Smart thinking.
Yeah, but if anything does happen to him, you'll be telling his wife. After you get out of the hospital, of course.
What about range? There's lots of wide spaces and high ceilings in there, but a number of tight and constrained rooms too.
So it's a crapshoot, really.
Well, I'm not looking to play dice with anyone in there. Give me something with distance.
Your call. Less chance of being seen and compromising Singh that way. One last thing, Jensen. Singh said the Jinn are using some sort of portable Wi-Fi device to boost communications. He's got a better chance of maintaining cover if you disable it.
I'll keep an eye out for it. But aren't we on the clock here? You said there's a sandstorm moving in.
There is, and we got the intel on this mission at the very last minute. So we're scrambling a little. If it comes to it, your number one priority is keeping the Jinn out of that atrium.
Copy that.
Time to put away your happy thoughts, gentlemen. We're approaching the target building.
You're up first, Jensen. Let's do this.
Task Force Action. This is Knife Leader. Engage Hush drives and descend to Angels 1-5.
Team leader, this is Jensen. I'm on the roof.
Solid copy. Move into the building. The access route you need to block is at the far end of the penthouses. And keep in mind, the direct route might not be the easiest one.
Roger that.
McCready will advise once his team is on the ground. Miller out.
Jensen, we're moving through... Oh, fuck!
What's wrong?
The Gen have got a few Jennies up and running. Gonna have to hack keypads.
You should enjoy it, McCready. They have colors and shapes. Just remember, red means bad.
Fuck you.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Damn squatters. I think that was the last one.
احنا ما بدنا احد تاني يحط هذه العملية في خطر قبل ما يصل تاجر الأسلحة.
I'll do another sweep in the area, just to make sure.
علمني إذا أي شيء بين. راح يكون من الأفضل إلنا نجيب أسلحة جديدة.
Jensen, Mac, listen up. Doppler shows that sandstorm's moving in fast. It's big, and it's gonna hit us hard.
God, I hate the fucking desert. Confirm visual?
I can. Time is not on our side.
Copy that.
Solid copy.
That was fast. You installed the signal booster already? عشان المخزن من المخازن اللي موجودة على السطح عشان تكون بعيدة من الرمل.
Good. There is too much riding on this deal. Last thing we need is the comms breaking down.
فهمت. يلا نبتدي نتحرك.
McCready, how you making out?
Slower than expected. It's like someone's tilled a fucking cemetery down here.
Say again?
When the shit hit the fan in 27, the rush must have been for the stairs. There's corpses everywhere. A lot of your cousins are here too, Jensen. You want me to grab you any spare parts?
No parts. But I take mine with cream and 2 sugars while you're asking.
What's taking so long?
Jensen, what's your 20?
Working my way through the penthouses.
Remember to keep an eye out for the Jinn's communications booster. If you can, disable it.
Roger that.
راح يخلص. أنا ما بديش إنه يكون هان لما تبدأ العاصفة.
ولا أنا. ليه ما خدناش الإشارة لحد دلوقتي؟ تعال نأمن المكان هناك. الجو بقى فيه رطوبة عالية.
Listen up, everyone. Chang's hacked into the Jinn's radio signal. Checking the patch now. We should be hearing Sing any second.
خليل، الراجل اللي هيبيع لنا الحاجات جاية كمان شوية. روح قول لبقية الناس إن أنا هحصلكم. وخليكم يعني منتظرين.
Patch is clean.
Solid copy. Good. I'll repatch us once the deal kicks off.
Uh-huh.
We have no visual contact. We barely have audio contact.
اهدى كده. أخيرا الصفقة دي هتجيب لنا كل الفلوس اللي محتاجينها عشان نشتري معدات ومكان أحسن.
That's not what I meant. I meant we should be in the atrium with him, not up here.
Jensen, we're inside the atrium, taking up positions on the terraces. What's your 20?
Still moving.
Well, hurry the fuck up. Enemy helos inbound and this sandstorm's getting close. You get that comms booster disabled?
Negative. Didn't find it.
Well, you better hope Singh's cover stays intact. Otherwise, you'll be answering to me.
Access granted.
This is Jensen. Penthouse access route secure. Jinn shouldn't be a problem. Over.
Copy that.
About fucking time. Enemy helo sighted. All right, strike force. Position and hold.
Strike 1, in position.
Strike 2, all set. Strike 3, yeah.
Strike 4 in position and holding, boss. Eyes up, safety's off, guys.
Yeah, no shit, brown nose.
Watch your fucking mouth, Halliday.
Both of you, shut up. 5 in position.
Everybody stay sharp. Singh's got eyes on Shepard. Patching you in now.
Target's in the AO. Remember, Singh's down there, so watch your fire.
You got balls, Singh? Executing a buy with a sandstorm on our ass?
I cannot take credit for Mother Nature, mister.
You can call me Shepard.
How biblical. Are these the weapons?
The Ogs. They're getting harder to come by. Guns are still on the chopper. Show me the cash quick and we'll...
What the?
Shepard is dead!
What? By who? What's going on down there?
Miller, this isn't the Jinn. Repeat, it's not the Jinn.
They're after the weapons! Open fire! Open fire! Weapons free! Open up on
Greedy. Making a grab for the chopper. You got a shot?
Negative. Negative. We're under heavy fire down here. We can't let that chopper take off, Jensen.
I got it.
This is bad! They're closing in! We're gonna lose Singh! Jensen, I can't reach him!
Strike team, sound off!
It's Singh! Repeat, Singh is dead! Oh, good fucking job, Jensen, you fucking bellend!
Jensen, we're out of time here. It's now or never. You've got to stop that chopper.
Enemy helo is Oscar Mike. God damn it, Jensen!
Miller, no go on target. Repeat, no.
Artificial eyes to prosthetic limbs.
From molecular-sized computers.
Human-controlled evolution available to all. We will merge with machines, with
When
computers.
this is done, the Illuminati won't be able to control men and women like you. No, stop! And planned. Scenes of horror on the streets of Detroit.
Madness has gripped mechanically augmented people.
Shanghai, Los Angeles, Ankara, Dubai.
People are dying out there. Millions of people.
The search for survivors in Pangaea has been downgraded to a recovery mission.
The Czech Republic leads a growing list of countries calling for the relocation of its augmented citizens. It's a new world, Adam. It's afraid of people like us.
Bust into safe and secure segregation industries close to the doors.
You didn't think it would end with the Aug incident, did you?
We were victims. This is retribution for a tragedy we could not control.
They control the news. They buried the truth with disinformation. Possible detonations. Looks like car bombs.
Another terrorist attack, this time in a police station.
The United Nations Security Council has tasked
The new anti-terrorist intelligence and response team will have global jurisdiction. 29.
Agent Jensen.
I won't let it happen again.
What have the events in Dubai cost us?
They knew the risks.
How many assets did we lose?
All but 3. However, we did manage to extract the majority of the shipment.
The mission was a success.
Clearly, your scale for success is a generous one. However, the erratic nature of the attack could work to our advantage. Interpol will be confused for weeks, and with our continued guidance, the people will come round eventually. We are all in this for the long game, after all.
That's never changed.
You think so? Do I need to remind you all how far we have veered off course? The Og incident has caused a schism in society. Things are worse than we projected, and growing more unstable every day. This will not be tolerated. To ensure the success of our vision, the disruptive elements must be excised.
No one here disagrees with you. But let me fly to New York and I will personally evaluate the situation. We may already have the votes we need to ensure that the Human Restoration Act passes.
Very well. Stanton, you accompany. We may need to exert financial as well as political pressure to silence anyone opposed. Proceed. Elizabeth, I'll contact you later.
It won't succeed, Lucius, even with Dowd's money. You know what Rand will find in New York? Weak, ineffectual men. And with Nathaniel Brown still an unknown factor.
Of course. That is why we're proceeding with our alternate strategy. You have claimed much in the past, Huge. This is your chance to deliver.
Everything is in place. We can initiate whenever you wish.
How secure your communications, Bob? Jaina seems to have eyes everywhere these days. He and his Juggernaut Collective...
Janus won't be an issue. I've made arrangements. I laid the foundations. Now it is time to get everyone's attention. Page, activate the sleep cell.
Konečná stanice Růžičkovo nádraží. Příjezd za 5 minut.
Miller, it's Jensen. Just getting off the train now.
Copy that. We'll debrief when you get in. You coming straight to the office?
Unless there's a problem at a checkpoint.
Your papers should be in order. Just keep your head down. Miller out.
Hot off.
Papers, please. Everything should be in order.
No, I'm afraid they are not.
What? What do you mean the papers are no good? You just let my wife through.
You, come here.
Me?
Yes, you.
What is
Out name.
Vladimir Shevkowski.
Oh, so sorry.
I'm very sorry.
Damn it.
Oh, cool. You damn clank. Why don't you watch where you're going?
Here, let me help you with that, ma'am.
Please, sir. I need
Man? Seriously?
I could have gone with Sweetie. You get my message about Dubai?
Yeah. I'm glad you're all right, Adam. That ambush sounded pretty bad, man.
Not something I was expecting, that's for sure. Any idea who hit us?
Well, I'm sure your task force will come up with something. And that it won't be what the Juggernaut Collective digs up. Kinda odd, though, don't you think? Interpol sending your team, the Prague team, to Dubai in the first place?
Miller said they were scrambling. Last minute intel. We were the only strike team available.
Yeah, well, that's a lie. Better get moving. The Collective has been keeping tabs on all task force divisions ever since we slipped you into one of them. They've got a team in Oman. They've been there a hell of a lot faster than you guys.
So why send us?
I don't know.
Is that it?
The task force is an Illuminati front, like we all suspect. Doesn't make much sense to send it into an ambush.
You get to Prague.
Unless they wanted our team to see something. Officially.
Augové, připravte si papíry. Připravte si papíry na inspekci.
Don't make a scene, Adam.
Wouldn't dream of it, Alex.
Nezastavuj se!
I swear it's gotten even worse here in the past few days. Everyone looking over their shoulder. Terrified Augs like us are going to attack them again.
Somebody probably will. Treat people like animals long enough, they'll start acting like animals.
You say that like there's nothing we could do to stop it.
I already tried 2 years ago. Didn't work out so well.
So what?
What's your problem?
Are you saying we should just give up? Let hatred and prejudice take over? To hell with that!
I'm saying I can only go after enemies I see, Alex. The men who caused all this, the true power brokers, they're the ones I need to stop. I thought you knew that.
I do. You, me, the Juggernaut Collective, we're all trying to stop them. It doesn't mean turning a blind eye to...
Then help me find them.
Get back in line, sir.
Okay, I wait here.
Hold it! Hand over your papers.
Welcome, welcome. Hello, sir.
Just watch yourself, Clank.
Hello, sir. Would
I
you like
can't believe you're doing that.
You brought this on yourself.
Get your hands off of that.
Don't make this any harder than it has to be.
I hate this city.
Doesn't that sound like something you'd
Come on.
sir? I can see you're augmented.
If you're right about Dubai, about the Illuminati needing your team as witnesses, then we need to find out why.
A new start on life. There is ample housing, employment opportunities.
Who gave you the order to mobilize?
Bia has it all.
Miller did.
You've been waiting for.
But it probably came from someone higher up the chain.
I know.
Doesn't mean he's not in on it.
Same thing at first, but
Ever heard of the NSN?
A neural subnet, sure. In TF-29, directors use it to plan ops and communicate privately in cyberspace. What's this?
Whisper chip, custom-made wiretap device. Janus designed it to fit inside the NSN's motherboard.
Ah, the elusive Janus, leader of the hacktivists. Am I ever gonna meet this guy?
Someday, maybe. Right now you need to concentrate on Miller and find a way to access the NSN's mother...
Alex, you okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's get out of here. Do you hear that? I'm gonna check it out.
Okay, be careful. We'll talk.
Stand back, let me help. Open blinds.
Good morning, Adam. You have one new message.
From?
David Sarif.
Play it.
Adam, it's David. I know it's been a while, but after what happened in Prague yesterday... Look, son, whatever reasons you've had for not getting in touch these last 2 years, well, life's too short. I'm leaving for London soon, but give me a call.
You saved his vidcall number?
Yes, Adam. Just activate your TV system.
No activity in this area. Continuing general patrol mode.
Adam! Thanks for calling me back, son.
Sarif.
I heard about the bombing in Prague. It's all over the news. Did anyone you know get hurt?
You know me. I tend to keep to myself. I'm surprised you even know I'm here.
Interpol called me when you applied for the job, part of their extensive background checks. I gave you a glowing recommendation.
Thanks. What do you want?
What do I want? Jeez, Adam! I know I did some questionable things in the past, but a lot's happened in the last 2 years. To both of us.
You've obviously landed on your feet, though. Unlike a lot of other people.
I've been lucky. I almost died in Panchaea waiting for the rescue teams to dig me out. And I lost a lot of time after recovering from my injuries. You went back to Detroit. You saw what happened to Sarif Industries.
I got a look at it, briefly.
Humanity was afraid of the potential we offered, and they lashed out. Broke into the building, stole what they could, and burned the rest. Those vultures at Tai Young Medical gobbled up what was left. Sometimes a dream has to die so a new one can rise from the ashes.
You heard anything from Megan?
After all we went through, I thought she'd stand by me. Still, you know, she always wanted to be at the cutting edge. She didn't see a future for herself in Detroit, so she went to VersaLife.
She moved to Hong Kong?
San Francisco. They've got an offshore research facility there named Rokaseca Beach. I'm sure you've seen it in the news.
California, huh? I wonder if she's told her mother.
You want my advice, son? Write her out of your life. Because I'm damn sure she's written us out of hers.
You talked to Pritchard lately?
Frank! Out of all of us, I think he's the one who's changed the least.
He'd probably tell you there wasn't anything about him that needed changing.
I'm sure he would. But when the world transforms itself the way ours has, people need to adapt or get left behind. Frank's freelance now, but he's still in computer security, still in Detroit. I don't know if he'll ever leave.
Your message said you were going to London. Casual trip? Or is this tied to the new dream?
I'm, meeting with the Santo Group, Nathaniel Brown and his investors.
Santo? They built the Utulek complex, the Og Ghetto, here in Prague. Why are you meeting with them?
Brown's got big plans. He wants to focus on real solutions, ideas that look to the future. You've heard of the Safe Harbor Initiative?
I've heard of Rabia. The walled city he and his company are building in the desert for Augs.
Rabia's just a part of it. We're talking about self-sustaining, energy-efficient arcologies that can be replicated anywhere on Earth. Cities built by the augmented, for the augmented.
Where the dream of self-controlled human evolution lives on.
It may not seem like it right now, son, but one day, people will move on from the incident. And when that happens, we'll be ready for it. I'm glad we caught up, Adam. I've always tried to look out for you, you know. That bombing yesterday.
You didn't call to talk about the bombing. Just ask.
It's nothing, really. I just need a signature so I can finish filing the bankruptcy paperwork.
You need my signature?
Yeah, apparently there was some kind of bureaucratic mix-up caused by you being declared legally dead for a year. The apartment in Detroit was leased in your name even though we paid for it.
Fine. Send me the paperwork.
Thanks, Adam. I appreciate it, really.
Goodbye, Seraph. Miller, it's Jensen.
It's good to finally hear from you, Agent. You doing okay?
Sorry about the downtime. I'll get to the office as soon as I can, but my Augs took a hit during the attack. I need to get them looked at.
Of course. There's a lot of work ahead of us, Jensen. I'll see you when you get in.
Dr. Kohler, I need to pay you a visit.
Jensen! Now's actually a really good time for me, like right now!
Something wrong?
There are some guys in my bookshop. Pissed off the Valley gangster-looking guys. So, unless you want bloodshed the day after a terror attack...
The front door isn't the most peaceful option. I got it.
I didn't do anything wrong. This is my third scan this week. Why don't you scan somebody else?
You! Stop right there! Yeah, you! Down on your knees!
Okay, okay, but they're...
Hands behind your head!
Like this?
Yes, I'm going to frisk you now. Don't move.
I'm serious. I saw him last night, out behind the restaurant. He had a mallet in one hand, a bag in the other.
Bombing tax. That's an urban myth.
You'd never know the difference. It's all deep fried.
Did something happen?
Don't blow your cover. Hope it doesn't start raining. Any idea what today's take is?
You know, you would look more intimidating if you shut
That
up.
artist was pretty cute. For an AUG, I mean.
Hope that drone doesn't come over here again.
We should double the price.
We will not have our great look on this cockroach. Just make sure no one...
Move! Anyone look in that truck?
Come out already.
Fucking New York key. Have no pride. Moving!
What about the building over there? Did you clear it?
Was the main office empty?
There's nothing.
Everywhere.
Fuck, I need to take a piss.
Does he have an apartment in the city, maybe?
Owns a bookstore.
Should just bomb this place and be done with it. When I find him... Roll out of your hole, caller.
Not have
Caller,
Where's the flag orange?
How much more time do we have to waste here?
I am convinced he's not happy. Haven't seen anything yet. Shanky
Stay
probably
low
OD'd.
and shoot anything that moves.
Pay your bills on time, this doesn't happen.
In the movies, there is always a secret room. Pull on the books.
Shut up! Find him!
This place is a fucking mess. Was the main office empty? What if he was never here?
Oh, why hasn't anyone found him yet?
Caller! Get out here, for fuck's sake!
You think he's read all these books? What is it? Come with me.
He is good at hiding.
He saw us coming and took off. How long do we keep
have an
looking?
apartment in the city, maybe?
Shaft.
I will count to 10. Then come out.
I knew it would not.
Jensen! Thank God! I'm down in the dungeon, man. You remember the title of my super secret book, right?
I remember it's red.
You love that shit.
What if he was never here? No more excuses. Find him.
Clay is gone.
Jensen, my favorite techno wonderkind. Sorry about the goons, man. They didn't give you too much trouble, did they?
I stayed out of their way. What do they want? You behind on your protection money?
I don't think it's about money. I got this little misunderstanding with their boss, Otar. You know how it is with these gangster types.
Enough to know that there's no such thing as a little misunderstanding.
Diwali internal politics. I'm gonna get it sorted. Gonna see the big boss myself. As soon as things settle down. The day after a bombing, man, it's... Well, I mean, it's scary, right? I'm surprised people go out at all.
Sometimes people don't have a choice. My systems took a hit. I was hoping you could help me get everything running again.
Took a hit? You mean... Oh, shit! Why didn't you say so? We need to get you in the chair. The chair. You know, I've always wanted to get a closer look at those satty fogs of yours. A real close look. So let's strap you in, get the gas going, and then, well, then I just need to sort of dive in. Feel my way around.
All right. Let's just get this over with.
Relax, Jensen. It's gonna be fine. You won't even know I'm in there. You'll feel weightless, far away, like you're someone else. But Kohler's gonna bring you back and make you you again. Before you know it.
What?
Oh, thank God. Take it easy. I swear I didn't mean to... Your retinal display should be back soon. You can still move, right?
Where did you...
I was trying to connect the unconnected. But you got some strange fucking ogs back there. I mean, I probably shouldn't have... Here, let me get you some water. Or something stronger, maybe?
Water.
You got it, Jensen. Just ease out. Don't freak out. Rebooting was the only way to save you.
Save me from what, Kohler?
Core meltdown. You almost melted my chair. So I reset you, and I found these... I think it's better if I show you what I found. Bring up your system display. You need to see this for yourself. These are your implants. You're familiar with all these, right?
Yeah, David Seraph installed them. Took 2 years for my body to get used to everything.
Right. Well, I had to undo some of that getting used to.
What's going on, Kohler? Why do I feel different?
Something was trying to vampire the juice out of you. I couldn't figure out what until after the reboot. Turns out your Factory Zero is not the standard Factory Zero.
What am I looking at?
Experimental fucking test dogs, man. Hidden inside your body.
You're telling me I got more implants than I thought I did?
More than your body can handle. Pretty cool, right?
I'm not sure yet.
I want to show you what happens when you activate one of these suckers. See that? Major spike in your power consumption.
Where the hell did these things come from?
I can't answer that. All I know is the explosion must have woken them up. But man, you want to use these crazy fucking things? That's your right. We just gotta make sure it doesn't fry you. Now, I think I maybe got an idea on how to do that. Try shutting down one of your other implants. You know, just for fun. See that? Cooled you right down. You have the power to balance your system if you want. Just, you know, don't activate everything all at once.
What would happen if I did?
Well, you'd suffer some major glitches due to overheating. We're talking risk of permanent damage. So, you know, maybe don't do that.
All right. Reset me now, Kohler. I'll reactivate what I need myself.
Okay, so I'm not always gonna be there for you like this. I can't just follow you around to reset things and hold your neural weave together. Whatever choices you make from here on out, they're your choices.
Thought you were supposed to be my AUG expert.
I specialize in Chinese black market, okay? The shit I found hidden inside you, spliced into your system like that, looks to me like it's from Mars, man.
I'm pretty sure they're not from Mars.
I feel bad. You deserve answers I can't give you. I can help manage your system better than anyone in Prague. help you make the most of the new Augs we just found.
But you can't tell me where the hell they came from. As far as I know, David Seraph installed all my Augs. There's something inside me I don't know about. He's the one I need to talk to.
I am familiar with Sarah's work. These new Augs, they look different to me. I mean, that neodymium shell. Who uses dimorphic magnetorheological fluid like that? Seriously, if you talk to Sarif, you need to ask him that. Shit really stands out. Pretty fucking cool, actually.
Why would Seraph have hidden these things inside me? I don't get it.
I am not convinced this is a Sarif job. The tech itself is super high-end, but the PDOT insulation, sloppy. The bone mounting, mounted on the quick. Just doesn't have Sarif's touch. Looks more like a retrofit to me. Something much more recent. Well, what are you thinking?
I'm thinking how much I hate being unconscious. You said these additions look recent. How recent?
Within the last 2 years, give or take. Something happened to you in that time?
I was pulled out of the ocean and put in some facility in Alaska to recover. There's a few months there that... the more I try to remember, the blurrier it gets.
Shit, Jensen. That's terrifying.
This tune-up went longer than I expected. Let's wrap this up.
Right. Here, take some Praxis kits for the trouble. Praxis solves everything. Keeps customers happy. Just, remember what I showed you about managing your juice. It's gonna be a balancing act for you. Well, unless...
Unless what, Kohler?
There could be a way to optimize. It's just... it would involve getting something from Otar. A neuroplasticity calibrator.
There's a way for me to use everything I have without compromise? I want to know about it.
I was hoping you'd say that. I order all my fancy tech from this illegal catalog, right? But my last shipment got intercepted by Otar Botkoveli.
The same Otar whose men were looking for books out there before?
I am not going to force you. I want you to want to do it. I want you to want to be an augmented god among men. If that sounds like something that interests you, then you should know that Otar runs an underground casino in the Chisti district. The entrance is in a small courtyard off Hlavny Street.
Thanks for the info, Kohler. Thanks for the praxis.
Jensen, it's Miller. Listen, I need your eyewitness report as soon as possible. What's your ETA?
Depends on how many cops ask to see my papers.
Fuck. Not much I can do about state police after yesterday's attack. Get in when you can. Miller out.
Damn vultures. Gouging prices when people are starving.
Too bad we couldn't find the helmets.
What, please? Act like
I'm sorry. I think we'll shop around.
You won't find better prices anywhere, mother.
All detected personnel are authorized.
Mějte na paměti, že předměty týkající se augmentací, například biobaterie a jisté nástroje, či další augovské příslušenství, mohou být...
Smells like they used the fountain as a bathroom.
Just take it easy. Everything will be fine. Everything will be just fine.
And we are all searching
And what?
for meaning.
Ship us all off to Utulek?
Machine
No.
gun.
Hold back.
You can do this.
The machine gun is us, Seeker. They have
Stars is the man. She'll set you up.
to them, I am no longer a person. The best. And we are all responsible.
Global consciousness. I've heard of this.
I think you are the ascension will mark a new human evolution. Enjoy.
Adam, what's going on? I didn't expect to hear from you.
I didn't expect my doctor to find dormant augs hidden in my system.
What?
Dormant, experimental augs. You wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
Adam, you know the decisions I made for you 2 years ago.
Yes or no?
No! All the work we did on you was above board. You have my word on that. What exactly did you find?
Experimental test augs spliced into my system. Kohler said something about a neodymium shell. Who would have designed something like that?
God, you've got a Titan aug? It's impossible. It was just a concept.
You just said this wasn't you.
It wasn't. The DoD showed me schematics 3 years ago and asked me if I thought it could work. It was designed by somebody else, Vadim Orlov. Megan and I interviewed him once, but he wouldn't have fit in.
These schematics you saw, don't suppose you kept a copy?
They were classified. I never had a copy. The only reason I even saw them was because the Defense Department valued my opinion. Seraph Industries did good work back in the day. When we signed a schematic, you knew it was solid.
Orlov? Sounds Russian. Who is he? Why wouldn't he have fit in?
He was supposed to be a boy wonder, a neuroscience prodigy. Got his master's degree in Moscow, post-grad in the US. His grades were off the chart, but his theories were sketchy at times. Megan said his ethics were questionable.
Megan? Megan Reed said that? The woman who gave you my DNA to experiment with?
We didn't hire him, Adam. 2 minutes into the interview, and I could tell Orlov didn't like his ideas being challenged by anyone. Least of all, a strong woman like your ex.
I've got to find this guy.
Adam, let me track him down for you. I'm leaving for London soon, but I can make phone calls, reach out to people. Seraph Industries may be gone, but my name still carries weight in certain circles.
Do it. Contact me by infolink when you have something.
I won't let you down on this. I never felt right about losing touch with you after Panchea. When I heard you'd shown up in Detroit alive a year after everyone thought you were dead. Why didn't you get in touch with us?
I couldn't. Rescue crews pulled me out of the ocean and dumped me in a clinic in Alaska. Nobody knew who I was. For a long time, neither did I.
My God, son, you don't think... I mean, that could have been when...
Find Orlov, Seraph. I've got questions I need answered.
I will, I promise. I'll call you.
begin. It is the dawn of a new age. Join with the machine, and the future is ours.
All must be ready.
Seek and you will find, my friend.
So wait, what you're telling me is you're more concerned about organized crime.
I said your papers are expired.
Thoughts. Think warm.
Hezký vybavení.
Santo! The orc-friendly company. The Santo...
When you wish upon a star.
What?
Don't think I even have the right part.
Mohlo by se to rozšířit po celé Evropě.
Every bump and shake, I was just waiting for an explosion.
To nebylo leda jaký.
I told you we were going to be fine, didn't I?
Later. You did.
Cože? Nějak jsem tě neposlouchal.
Isn't it just awful? So many people
Safer to stay indoors and away from
Make
crowds.
the best of it, he says.
You want some of this? Of course you do. How can you resist?
Can't defend against that kind of thing.
Move
I heard a
along.
bunch of runaways live down in the sewers.
I couldn't
Form their
imagine
own
what it's like to be
community.
augmented these days. Families torn apart, losing jobs, having everything taken.
I couldn't believe it when I saw the test results. Spanish flu.
That's impossible. We eradicated Spanish flu decades ago.
Breaking down.
Until yesterday, I would have agreed with you. But I've got a dead 4-month-old boy whose cells are telling me something different.
What today?
If it were... was very good. See you then.
Do not move from the spot. I have to take a closer look at this.
Skoro mi připadá, že jsme v chomoutu s rusákama.
Hear that? Trouble is coming.
The only way I'm continuing this
Look up.
What do you want me to do? The system was busy. I couldn't even...
What? I just gave you. Fine. 9 JP.
I'm sorry. What?
Alex, this whisper chip you gave me, it's an easy plant?
You're heading into TF-29? Already?
Our enemies aren't waiting around while we lick our wounds.
Fair enough. There'll be a data port on the NSN's motherboard. Access it and then just plug and play. Or plug and record in this case.
Got it. I'll let you know when it's done.
Verified. Agent Adam Jensen.
It's gonna take them a while. We need to find the guys who crashed that off in Dubai. What do we have?
Maybe the connection.
I've run DNA checks through all the alphabet
All of
agents.
them appearing
Not
under
the
Dr.
real
Dallas
agent
Rucker
background. Things wouldn't have
of the
gone so
Augmented
badly.
Rights Coalition.
Ursa Meyer, report to Cybercrime.
These guys might as well
Agent Meyer to Cybercrime, please. Adam Jensen, please report to Peter Chang's office.
never got enough
Adam Jensen to Peter Chang's office. Thank you.
Maybe whoever's in charge nothing else wanted. Outside operation parameters.
Adam, you're here. You made it in. It's good to see you're okay.
Hey, Aria, yeah, it was a close call. I got lucky. A lot of people didn't.
I was here working when the first reports came in. It was chaos. Phones ringing off the hook, people yelling, scrambling to find out what was going on. Then when Miller told me you were there,
I'm alright.
Good. You looking for him? Because he's tied up right now and meeting with Lyon, I think.
Really? He's using the NSN right now?
Yeah, I just saw him. Oh, hey, that reminds me, here's yours.
What's this?
The card for the shooting range. Chang changed all the codes this morning, said something about only giving access to people he's vetted personally. The bombing really freaked him out. Third one in 6 months, can you believe it? I'm really glad you're okay.
Thanks, Aria. I'll let you get back to what you were doing.
Yeah, I better get back downstairs. It's gonna be a busy day. Come by later if you want to talk.
Copy that.
Don't they? Millions of workers lost their jobs when the collective leaked classified...
These guys might as well be ghosts. These guys might as well be ghosts.
The collective
got pretty hairy.
Dr. Ozan, you have an outside call cleared and urgent. Katerina Noyan to Agent McCready's office. Agent Noyan, report to Agent McCready. Fully urgent. Urgent. Katerina Noyan to Agent McCready's office. Agent Noyan, report to Agent McCready. Fully urgent.
You think one of them would pop up on some list?
Alex, the whisper chip is in.
Weird, it's already picking up a freak... Jesus, Adam, is Miller in there right now?
Shit, gotta go.
Jensen, I need to see you, now!
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
These are the chances a million is taking.
21 passengers aboard Sister Airlines Flight 4. Agents Lee, Walker, and Hall report to briefing.
Agent Jensen reporting for duty, sir. Tried to do it earlier, but you were on a conference call.
Yeah, I was. Should I be worried about you, Jensen?
Sorry?
That blow you took to your systems. It's not messing with your head or anything, making you do things?
I'm not gonna go crazy and start attacking people, if that's what you're worried about.
You've been checked out then. The problem with your orgs is gone.
I took care of it.
Good, good. God knows, with all that's happened, I need you at 100% right now.
You sounded pissed when you called me in. Everything okay?
Don't ever leave the field, Jensen. You'll regret it. As soon as you strap a desk to your ass, you'll be swimming in goddamn politics.
The boss is giving you trouble?
What? Oh, that? No, the trouble's state police. They're pushing us out of the Ruzicka investigation. I want you over there to make sure that doesn't happen.
You're putting me on the train station attack? Not Dubai?
Forget Dubai. McCready's handling it.
With all due respect, we were blindsided in Dubai, and those mercs put up one hell of a firefight. I'd like to know who they were.
They were augmented, Jensen. Chances are this will lead right back home.
To the train station attack?
Maybe. It's possible. But we won't know for sure if we don't investigate both. Mac's a solid agent. I'm confident he'll dig up something on the gold masks. In the meantime, I want you looking into Ruzicka before the state police fuck up our crime scene.
Yes, sir. You said they're trying to push us out?
I sent Fletcher in this morning to oversee evidence collection. Seems he's being detained because he hasn't checked in since.
They can't lock us out. The Czech Republic signed our UN mandate agreement. They gave us jurisdiction over terrorist investigations.
Yeah, well, the former director of their security information services runs state police now. He's come up with a loophole, claiming this attack falls under the homegrown terror exemption.
Homegrown? He's saying it's ARC? The Augmented Rights Coalition?
I don't care what he's saying. He may even be right. I just want us in there so we can find out.
So where do I start?
Technically, you're supposed to speak to our psychologist before getting back into action.
I don't need a shrink.
Convenient because she's not in the office right now, and I don't want to waste any more time.
So how do I get to Ruzicka? Public transportation's not stopping there.
It will for you once I make a phone call. Head to Metro and call me when you're there. Good luck, Agent.
It's gonna take them a while to...
In Russia, maybe whoever's in charge doesn't...
I'm doing extra communication scanning tonight for an operation in China. Our people there are taking down a human trafficking operation.
Smart move. They don't want to be caught in the dragnet.
No, that group seems to have shriveled up.
Maybe the connection is that there is no connection. Is that fucked up?
Alex, did we get anything from the Whisper chip?
We got something, but Janus provided the wrong algorithm for the frequencies, so they aren't getting deciphered correctly.
Can you fix it?
I'm a pilot, not a programmer. I can do it, but it's gonna take some time.
That's quite a look.
Hej ty, plechovko! Víš, že tady sedět nesmí.
What about Africa?
No tak, vypadni odsad.
Well, ship them to Africa. No.
Tahle lavička je pro naturály. Jenom pro naturály.
Koukni na to.
You are going to die when you see my new car.
More than a few around.
No
Don't do
way.
anything
He tried to
suspicious.
pay with a credit card? I couldn't believe it. He just reached into his wallet with his fake arms and pulled it out.
Excuse me?
Another one.
All right, Miller, I'm at the Metro.
Perfect timing. Chang says your private chariot will arrive any time you call up Ruzicka Station on the map.
Chang, you had him hack into Prague's public transit company so I can get to Ruzicka?
Plan A wasn't working.
Jensen, what's wrong? What are you doing here?
Miller sent me to find you. Thought you might have run into trouble.
He said that? Did he use those exact words? Because it's not my fault!
What happened, Smiley?
1 minute I'm in there running the show, and the next they accuse me of trying to tamper with evidence. Me! Can you believe that? I would never do that, Adam. Never!
It's our crime scene.
Exactly. But try telling them that. The minute they went for their guns, I decided it was time to shut up and get out of there. They accuse me of tampering with evidence. They're probably destroying all the evidence there is right now. You know, at first I thought this was about Sonia.
Sonia? Sonia who?
Oh, just some girl I've been teaching English to. Turns out her husband is a little territorial. You know the type. Smiley. Right. Back to the case. The thing is, I think I found something in there. Something big. Something that could just blow this case wide open. I just need to get a look at the scan of the blast area, so... Actually, it's a good thing that you're here. I don't suppose you could... Jensen your way in there and grab it for me?
We need that evidence.
Yes, exactly. That's the spirit. We need it. But you won't be able to just walk in there and ask them for it, since you're Interpol and, you know, augmented. After yesterday's attack, they're not exactly fans of the,
So where do I find it?
The forensic team set up camp inside the tourist agency, or what used to be the tourist agency. Get to their setup, grab the DSD with the scan on it, and get out. Easy peasy.
This could take a while, Smiley.
Got it. I'll get out of your way, head back to HQ. Good luck, and, let's not tell Miller about this one, okay?
Right. Smiley, I've got the scan.
Yeah? Fantastic! Bring it back to my office and we'll see if I'm right.
Copy that. I suppose you want to see these?
Zasraná angličtina. Měl by ses naučit česky, Augu. Máš kliku, že jsou platný. Tak jdi a koukej se držet ve svém prostoru.
Jensen, looks like we have a new lead in the case. It's going to put you inside Gollum City.
The Og Ghetto.
Not now, I'm busy.
What did we get?
Intellicam footage from the attack. Chang was able to pull some images from it. Trouble is, our new psychologist needs to clear you before you go anywhere.
So I shouldn't tell her about this piece of evidence I've got for Smiley.
Humor the bureaucrats, will you? Bring Smiley your evidence and give Ozen 5 minutes of your time. Call me when it's done.
Oh, fuck. I to buy a snack or a warm drink, but not both.
Hezký den. Mohlo by se to rozšířit po celé Evropě.
You seeing anything?
Okay, I'll let you through. Ten hajzl leze do řítí a dostane povýšení.
I've been worried sick.
Still together with chewing gum and Bailey.
Thank God you're all
How can we make deals with them?
Ahoy?
You are sure these papers will get my friend past the checkpoints?
Absolutely. I think that's quite a look.
Adam, I finally decrypted the audio off the Whisper chip tap. Fucking cold, man. You gotta hear it.
I have my hands full right now. Tell me where you are and I'll come when I can.
There's an old limb clinic in the Daphne district. It's closed down. Nobody goes there anymore. I'll be inside.
Verified. Agent Adam Jensen.
It'd be easier if someone would just step up
Something
and do it.
Agent Jensen, you are wanted in Dr. Ozen's office.
It's gonna take him a while. Let's pretend you're right.
Hey, how's it going? Do you have the scan?
Yeah, it's right here.
You're a lifesaver, Adam. Seriously, Miller was in a foul mood when he left here. I don't need to give him another excuse to chew me out.
He left. Where'd he go?
Didn't ask, didn't think he wanted me to know. Did those state police jerks give you any grief?
They didn't seem to be in a talkative mood, so I left them alone.
See? Without my expert advice, you might be dead right now, Adam. A stitch in time saves 9.
So what's on the scan?
Oh, that. I have no idea.
What? You told me you found something big.
I didn't say I knew what it was, Adam. I said it was something that could blow this case wide open. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm not buying this whole Ark did it angle. I believe what the evidence tells me. This DSD has all the answers we need, from the chemical makeup of the explosive used down to the material in the victim's clothing. I'm sure of it.
Okay, so how long until we're all sure of it?
Oh, it'll take hours to sift through the data, and I'm seeing Sonia later to apologize for any issues I may have caused with the state police. Plus, I do have other cases to work on too, Adam. I'll let you know when I find something.
You do that.
Take it easy.
These are the chances he knew he was taking.
Dwight, please see Security Chief Collins. Dwight, Security Chief Collins, thank you.
Agent Noyan, report to Agent
one of the most
McCready.
dangerous
Fully urgent.
organizations in the world. Despite
Do the Jinn still believe what Singh told them, or don't they? We need to know.
this is a life
Urgent. Katarina Noyan to Agent McCready's office. Agent Noyan, report to Agent McCready. Fully urgent.
initiated.
Maybe whoever's in charge doesn't want
Do the Jinn still believe what Singh told them, or don't they? We need to know.
1,000 other unique and patented
Who am I?
features.
Why is that doing his fucking job? Who the fuck are you?
Up in stress. Back to New
Things
York
got pretty hairy in
with a more
Dubai.
in-depth look at UN Security Council Resolution.
Thanks. Keep digging.
Security footage from the train station is spotty.
All the data I have right now.
This legislation
These guys might as well be ghosts.
the removal and downgrading of all overly powerful, unlicensed augmentation.
I'll run it through a few filters,
Individuals who
see if I
fail
can...
to
There isn't
comply
much here to go on.
will be arrested and relocated to designated
It'd be easier if someone would just step up and do it.
Safety is the
You'd think
primary
one of them would
concern,
pop up on some list
especially in the
somewhere.
wake of
No
the
one's
Ogden
claimed
incident,
responsibility yet.
where millions of people
Look, I'm sorry, we're all strung out shit. Lab says 20 minutes to finish, but their shirts belong to the bomb.
The Jinn still believe what's being told them or don't they? We need to know.
Run DNA checks through all the
They're like serial killers. Deep down, they all want to be caught.
Terrible for his
We will be
wife.
watching the UN closely for any break in the story.
It's gonna take them a while to...
State police are playing stingy during that.
Maybe whoever's in charge doesn't things got pretty hairy in Dubai.
No one's claimed responsibility. Run DNA checks through all the outlets.
Trace program initiated.
These are the chances you need to take.
Access
Dr. Ozan, you have an outside call cleared and waiting. Urgent. Katarina Noyan to Agent McCready's office. Agent Noyan, report to Agent McCready. Fully urgent. Urgent. Katarina Noyan to Agent McCready's office. Agent Noyan, report to Agent McCready. Fully urgent.
Suggest that the man may have been suffering flashbacks to the Og incident. That horrible day 10 years ago when augmented people...
What I need you to do is listen to me.
This is so weird. Security footage from the train station is spotty at best.
Well, Shaughnessy's been hit!
Evac team estimated ETA 60 seconds.
I have a report of a helicopter landing in a private airfield in Qatar.
Anomaly detected.
I can confirm a negative on all three of my leads. It was a press chopper in Oman, and the two in Yemen were NSF and an oil baron's pleasure craft.
Maybe whoever's in charge doesn't want anyone to feel safe.
These are the chances he knew he was taking.
They're like serial killers. Deep down, they all want to be caught.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access denied. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access denied.
Agents Walker and Paul report to Katarina Noyan. Agent Noyan, report to Agent McCready. Fully urgent.
Seeks to ensure the rights of the augmented in a world that is...
Urgent.
Terrible
Katarina
for his wife.
Noyan to Agent McCready's office. Agent Noyan, report to Agent McCready. Fully urgent.
Everything's got...
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access denied.
Do the Jinn still believe what's being told them or don't they? We need to know. Thanks. Keep digging. They've been everywhere for the past week.
They have better software than we own. Satellite offices are always...
All the data I have right.
And in the US,
Things got pretty hairy in Dubai.
What are the chances DNA checks through all the alphabet
They don't want to be caught in the
Nothing.
dragnet. Maybe whoever's in charge doesn't want anyone to feel safe. What I need you to do is listen.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Agent Noyan, report to Agent McCready. Fully urgent.
What are the chances we'll see the doer?
Maybe the connection is that there is no connection.
You'd think one of them would pop up on some list somewhere. State police says they're still hauling out bodies. No one's claimed responsibility yet. This is so weird. I'll run it through a few filters, see if I can clean it up. It's gonna take them a while to piece the Vicks together. You'd think one of them would pop up on some list somewhere.
I'm sorry, we're all in strung out shape.
Security
Maybe
footage from
whoever's
the train
in charge
station is
doesn't
spotty.
want anyone to feel safe.
Jensen, we need to talk. My God, Jensen, I heard about the explosion. We should relocate. I was thinking we could corner Director Miller together. Tell him it's not safe enough here.
We're fine, Chang.
The police station, the train station, we're next. I can feel it. I can more than feel it. I can see it happening.
No one knows where we are. There's no reason to get paranoid.
That's where you're wrong. They're trying to pull the lid off of us, Jensen, or someone is. Praha Dovos just got hacked.
Our building's front company. Thought it was fake.
I wish it was fake. Miller's got me cleaning up IntelliCam footage from the attack to help figure out who these people are. Meanwhile, maybe they're trying to figure out who we are? Why else poke into an import company?
You think someone's figured out that the company's a front? Maybe they know what's really down here.
We have a lot of enemies. The people who bombed the train station. You don't think they'd love to know where we are? You need to help me figure out who's looking into us and make them stop.
I have other priorities.
Sure, I understand. Let me know if you change your mind.
These guys might as well be
all the data I have right now.
Hey, Adam. Did something go down at the train station? Smiley said the police tried to kill him, then a few minutes later, Miller stormed out of here. What happened?
They were just a bunch of corrupt cops. I doubt they cared about the crime scene. They only wanted to make a show of force. Following orders is my guess.
Did they give you any trouble?
They didn't notice me. I went in there and got the evidence Smiley wanted and got out.
Just that easy, huh?
Could have been worse.
I guess. Miller didn't seem to be having a good day either. He stormed out of here after having a little chat with the new psychologist. Are they getting you to talk to her too?
Yeah, that's partly why I'm here. Have you spoken to her yet?
No. As if I don't have enough to worry about, now I have another person to convince that my stress levels shouldn't keep me off the field. I'm ready for active duty.
You'll get there, Arya. Keep at it.
Always. Stress levels won't stop me forever.
Good. Do you know where Miller went?
He didn't say. He just ran past, didn't even look at me.
State police want to talk to him?
I don't know. He's under a lot of stress right now. I don't think all of it's coming from work. He never talks about his personal life, but he used to stop and talk to me on his way out of the office. Hasn't done that in a while. Hope he's okay.
You were saying your stress levels were affecting your chances of becoming a field agent. Why is that?
I have a rare resistance to neuropazine. I need more than the average person, especially in stressful situations. They say I'd be too expensive, So it's not just discrimination. That would be easier to deal with. It's a combination of things.
Well, that combination of things is pretty bad in Prague, and getting worse.
I know. But Interpol was the only agency who would give me a chance, and this is where I was assigned. I have no problem with that. I'll take whatever they throw at me.
Good.
It took me months of rehabilitation, getting used to the new arm, learning how to shoot again, learning how to tie my own boots. But I did it, and I'm better than I was before. I want to help, and I can. My place is out there in the field where I can make a difference. You know that. And if you can do it, so can I.
Don't give up, Aria. Semper Fi.
Hoorah. I gave you your new keycard for the shooting range, right?
Yeah.
Why haven't you used it yet?
You saying I need practice?
Yeah, who doesn't? Practice makes perfect, Adam.
For crying out loud.
You'd think one of them would pop up on some list somewhere.
All the data I have.
Dark days ahead.
It'd be easier if someone would just step up and do it. These are the chances he knew he was taking.
They have better software in
There's something here on
Starlight officers are always 2 versions behind.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
I'll run it through a few filters.
Access granted.
But like seriously, deep down they all want to be cops.
I've run DNA.
But things got pretty hairy in Dubai.
Nothing. No one's claimed responsibility yet.
Maybe whoever's in charge doesn't want anyone to feel safe.
Who am I?
Do the Jinn still believe what Singh told them, or don't they? We need to know.
I'll run it through.
What I need you to do is listen to me.
In yet another augmented terror attack,
I feel terrible for his wife.
251 passengers aboard Sister Airlines Flight 451 were killed when an augmented passenger broke into the plane's cockpit and ruthlessly butchered its flight crew. Details
things got
recovered
pretty
from the
hairy in
black box
Dubai.
recorder suggest
Agents
that the
Lee,
man
Walker,
may
and
have
Hall
accepted
report to
the
briefing Katarina Noyan to Agent McCready's office. Thank you. Agent Noyan, report to Agent McCready.
flew into
Fully
a
urgent.
killing spree, causing the greatest loss of
The Jinn still believe what Singh told them, or don't
Urgent.
they? We need
Katarina
to know.
Noyan to Agent McCready's office. Agent Noyan, report to Agent McCready. Fully urgent.
There isn't much here to go on.
Last night, the Collective published the tax returns of the 50 richest people in Switzerland. It made for some very interesting reading.
Anomaly detected.
Cute.
Trace program
But they're never going to beat
initiated.
the time they broadcast that sweatshop footage during the halftime show.
Am I hearing things? Are you two actually praising the collective?
I've been scrubbing through
We're
garbage for
comparing
hours.
notes, still not.
If we don't learn the way these people think, we'll never track them down.
Maybe whoever's in charge doesn't want anyone to feel safe.
I'd rather not say what this reminds me of.
If there's something here, I'll find it.
I've run DNA checks through all the alphabet agencies.
Maybe whoever's in charge doesn't want anyone to feel safe.
Do it.
What I need you to do is listen to me.
You'd think one of them would pop up on some list somewhere.
Janus relies on public perception.
Trace program initiated.
It'd be easier if someone would just step up and do it.
Access
I'd love to get a
granted.
look at the bomb site myself, but no dice, not our show.
These guys might as well be ghosts.
Things got pretty hairy in Dubai.
They'd been everywhere for the past
Composition could tell us a lot, but it's the trigger that really does the talking.
Deep down, they all want to be cops.
Maybe the connection is that there is no connection. Is that fucked up?
This is so weird.
Deborah Connolly?
For crying out loud.
Thanks. Keep digging.
Agent Noyan, attention. All concerns fully urgent. Luminoso cartel strategy.
Anomaly detected. Access granted.
Luminoso cartel strategy session in 5 minutes. Fully urgent.
It's a smart move. They don't want to be caught in the dragnet.
Thanks. Keep digging.
No, that's not consistent with the train station cameras.
Who am I? I'm the guy doing this fucking job. Who the fuck are you?
Thanks. Keep digging.
State police are playing stingy with sharing evidence.
The smart move. They don't want to be caught in the dragnet.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
They've been everywhere for the past week.
It'd be easier if
Access
someone would
granted.
just step up and do it. Maybe the connection
I've been
is that
scrubbing
there
through
is no
garbage for
connection.
hours. Still
Is
nothing.
that fucked up?
I like cereal. Deep down, they all
Maybe the connection is that there is no connection. Is that fucked up? It'd be easier if someone would just step up and do it. Is it or is it not a probable target?
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
What I
Access
hear,
granted.
the explosives were designed to get maximum spread. It'd be easier if someone would just step up and do it.
Especially in the wake of the Og incident, where millions of people lost their lives due to malfunctioning augmentation.
I'd rather not say what this reminds me of.
Have been protesting all over
What I need you to do is...
Anomaly detected.
Maybe
Trace
whoever's in
access
charge
granted.
doesn't want anyone to feel safe.
No, that's not consistent with the train station cameras.
Maybe whoever's in charge doesn't want anyone to feel safe.
I'm sorry, we're all in strung out shape.
This is Eliza Kazan, reporting to you, live, from Picus.
Maybe the connection is
just
that
relies
there
on
is no
public
connection.
perception.
Is that fucked up?
That's all the data I have right now.
Do the Jinn still believe what Singh told them, or don't they?
State
Maybe
police
the
are playing
connection
stingy
is that
with
there
sharing
is
Most
no
likely eyewitnesses were smashed in the explosion.
Thanks. Keep digging.
Everything's got pretty hairy in Dubai.
There isn't much here to go on.
For crying out loud.
Someone would just step up and do it.
These are the chances he knew he was
Analyst
taking.
White, please see Security Chief Collins. White, Katarina Collins, thank you.
Agent Noyan, report to Agent McCready.
No, that's not consistent with the train station cameras.
Maybe whoever's in charge
Urgent.
doesn't want
Katarina
anyone.
Noyan to Agent McCready's office. Agent Noyan, report to Agent McCready. Fully urgent.
Jensen, we need to talk.
Everything's got pretty hairy in Dubai. Danish relies on public
It isn't
perception.
safe.
Playing stingy with sharing evidence.
I'd love to get a look at the bomb site myself, but no dice, not our show.
Been scrubbing through garbage for hours.
Thanks. Keep digging.
Palisade Bank Corporation is now, and forever will be, the best
Is it or
secure
is it not a
corporate
probable
archiving
target?
company in the world.
Around the clock, around the world. Picus News, always watching, because you are always watching. Turning now to Prague, a city still reeling in the wake of a devastating terror attack. Dozens were killed and hundreds more injured yesterday when bombs exploded inside Rizika train station. I do not need to remind you folks that this is the third such attack to strike Prague in 6 months. All of them occurring after Dr. Talis Rucker, leader of the Augmented Rights Coalition, took up residence in the neighboring Utulek complex. Dr. Rucker claims his organization is peaceful and merely seeks to ensure the rights of the augmented in a world that has turned against them. But with the United Nations set to debate the Human Restoration Act in a matter of weeks, could the good doctor be changing his tune? Your guess is as good as mine. This is Eliza Kazan, reporting to you live
I've
from
run DNA
Picus.
checks through all the alphabet.
Picus News,
Nothing.
the global leader in fair, unbiased, and impartial reporting. And now for a close look at the events making headlines around the world. Here are our top stories. Is freedom of the press a threat to our freedom? In the hands of irresponsible journalists, it can be. Underground websites and radio stations continue to praise the Juggernaut Collective, an elusive group of vigilante hackers, for exposing big money.
Maybe whoever's in charge doesn't want anyone to feel safe.
I feel terrible for his wife.
Shut down London's traffic grid, causing gridlock.
You think one of them would pop up on some list?
Did you go to Singh's memorial?
No, I never met the guy.
That doesn't matter. He was still one of us, and he died for a future we all believe in.
I know, but still, I would have felt like I didn't belong.
Anomaly detected. Access granted. And in the U.S., millions of workers lost their jobs when the collective leaked classified corporate documents, causing several Fortune 500 companies to go bankrupt.
And a shitload of overtime.
Between you and me, folks, the collective is one of the most dangerous criminal organizations in the world, despite whatever praises the underground media wants to sing. This is Eliza Casson, reporting to you live from Picus.
This is so weird.
Our portable data solutions have massive
These guys might as well be ghosts.
Security footage from the train station is spotty at best.
These guys might as well be ghosts.
Ariel. Up in the stratosphere.
Maybe whoever's in charge doesn't want
You
anyone.
think one of them would pop up on some list?
Agents Lee, Walker, and Hall.
You think one of them would pop up on some list?
To the briefing room, thank you.
Report to Agent
This legislation
Fully urgent.
calls for the removal and downgrading of all overly powerful, unlicensed augmentation. Individuals who fail to comply
I've run DNA checks
will be
through all the
arrested
alphabet
and
agencies.
relocated
Nothing.
to designated AUG-only locations.
Anomaly
Safety is
detected.
the primary concern,
Trace
especially
program
in the wake of
initiated.
the AUG incident, where millions of people lost their lives due to malfunction.
You think one of them would pop up on some list
Opponents
somewhere?
of the legislation have been protesting all over the world, and many of the protests
Access
have
denied.
turned violent. This escalation in the violence and rhetoric has only widened the gap and
These guys
polarized
might
the
as well be
dialogue on
ghosts.
both sides of the issue.
I hate this. I really
We will
hate
be
this.
watching the UN closely for any break in the story. This is Eliza Cassan, reporting to you, live from Picus.
They may have batteries.
This is so
but we
weird.
got this. Ashanti energy drinks. For all you need to get through the day. Ashanti.
Look, I'm going as fast as I can.
I've run DNA checks through all the alphabet agencies. Nothing.
In yet another augmented terror attack, 251 passengers aboard Sister Airlines Flight 451 were killed. When an augmented
You think one of them
passenger
would pop up on some list somewhere?
I guess the transit authority isn't in as...
Is there something I can help you with, Agent?
I hear you're on point looking into the gold mask mercs that hit us in Dubai. Any leads yet?
Christ, I know I'm good, Jensen, but I've only been on it for 5 minutes.
A lot can happen in 5 minutes, McCready. You checked with the ME yet? Get anything off the bodies we recovered?
Leftovers are on ice at the Oman substation. I've been told they were scrubbed clean as summer whites. No prints, no dental, no nothing.
So in other words, it's no steps forward and 2 steps back.
And it's a fact made especially fucking infuriating because we lost a good agent in the process. It was our job to keep Singh safe, and we failed. I think we both deserve to take that on the chin.
No arguments here.
Oh, good. Glad we agree on one thing, at least. Now, don't we both have investigations to get back to?
Yeah, I'll see you around, McCready.
around the clock.
I've run DNA checks through all the alphabet agencies.
Who am I? I'm the guy doing this fucking job. Who the fuck
You think one of them would pop up on some list?
But the Jinn still believe what Sim told them or no connection. We need to know.
Dozens were killed and hundreds more injured yesterday.
State police are playing...
These are the chances he knew he was taking.
Adam, I'm Delero Zen. I appreciate you coming in to speak with me, and... Well, I know you're probably getting this from everyone today, but I need to ask. Are you okay? I've seen footage from the train station, but being there must have...
Is that what this is about?
No, that was sympathy. This is a standard agent health interview to determine combat readiness. Here, I got you this from the dispensary.
You got me neuropazine? Look, Doc, I was caught off guard by a terrorist attack. Might have knocked some things out of whack, but it doesn't mean my body's gonna start rejecting my augments.
True, but traumatic experiences can kick a hornet's nest into the immune system in patients with neuroprosthetics.
Would you believe me if I told you my body doesn't reject mechanical implants?
No. But my policy is for straight talk only in the room, so if you want me to believe that you're some kind of medical miracle, I guess I'll have to go with it. Please, have a seat. I've been looking over your file. There's some very interesting history here. Mind if we take a trip down memory lane?
Is this gonna take long?
It says here that you were with Detroit SWAT, but left in 26 to head up Seraph Industries' security division. David Seraph was at the center of America's augmentation debate.
Are you asking me or telling me?
Which would you prefer? Not everyone's as familiar with U.S. history as you Americans would like to believe, you know.
Where are you from, Doc?
We're discussing your file, remember? So, it was David Seraph who had you augmented after anti-aug extremists attacked the company?
Anti-aug extremists? Is that what it says in my file?
Isn't that the case?
The case was never solved, and they didn't just attack the company. They murdered a lot of innocent people.
Including your ex-girlfriend, I understand.
Megan's not dead.
Is that why you joined the task force, Adam? To use Interpol resources to solve a cold case that...
What happened in Detroit is ancient history, Doc. Megan, my being augmented, all of it. What happened at Ruzicka Station is not. So sitting around talking about the past isn't going to get me any closer to getting the people responsible.
Actually, that leads me to my next question. So far, no one's claimed responsibility for the attack at Ruzicka. But with the human restoration vote coming, well, it's no secret Prague has become the symbol of legalized augmented oppression.
And the Augmented Rights Coalition is camped at its back door, trying to expose and resist it.
Most of the world thinks of them as terrorists. Augmented terrorists. If it turns out they are guilty, well, being augmented yourself...
How am I gonna feel? Doesn't matter what I think about it, Doc. I got a job to do. I'm here to prevent further bloodshed, which is exactly what I intend to do.
I hope that you can. Listen, Adam, I know these kinds of conversations are a pretty major pain in the ass. I really do appreciate you taking the time to talk to me today. Thanks.
You mean I had a choice?
No, but the sentiment remains. I'll let the director know that I'm officially clearing you for the field.
Well, it's probably best if I get back to work, Doc. I'll see you around.
When an augmented passenger broke into the plane's cockpit and ruthlessly butchered its flight crew.
Leave that alone. Are you here to talk?
Suggests that the man may have been severing flashbacks to the aug. That horrible day 2 years ago.
These are the chances he knew he was taking.
Flew into a psychotic killing spree. Causing the greatest loss of life in recent history. I cannot speak for you.
These guys might as well be ghosts.
You didn't get held up at a checkpoint or something, did you? I'm inside the clinic waiting for you.
Sorry, Alex. I'll be there as soon as I can.
Hope you're not losing sight of what's important here. Sorry, this place just brings back memories. Don't take too long.
I should have stayed in bed.
Drž se dál, Augu. Nothing down here, over.
Who would even listen to that crap?
Life I have ever been grateful for the checkpoints.
We're 2 years too late already.
Poppy, heading out.
But you must, at least until tonight. Until then, only look, no time.
You say something?
Keep moving.
The whole department is corrupt.
You can get all of this and more tonight in the red light. You want a little taste, eh? Here you go. Drink it all in. You want some more? Come get some more tonight.
Come on, let's check over there.
Are we really doing any good?
The most beautiful ladies, the most handsome men.
Who'd you piss off to pull this duty?
Understood.
Starting to think we're in bed with the Russians.
These assholes try anything.
Fantastic.
Hey, glad you can make it. Any trouble getting away?
Miller's been giving me some leeway, but not much. I did survive a terror attack.
You and me both. God, sometimes I really hate this city. It used to welcome people like us, go out of its way to entice Augs to live here. This clinic was built because Prague saw us as its future. Now, look at it.
Times change, Alex.
I know, trust me, even got the scars to prove it.
You said we got something?
Yeah, listen to this.
A little heads up would have been nice.
Sending your team to Dubai was my call, but now we need to go by the book. Focus on Ark.
You want me to pin all of this on them? The bombings in Prague, the break-in at Vesellife, and Dubai?
Officially, all 5 attacks involved augmented terrorists. Is that clear?
Yes, sir. But send me the reports if you want me to prove it, because Ark don't operate in North America.
They're setting up Ark, Adam. They sent you into that ambush in Dubai, and now they want to pin everything on the Augmented Rights Coalition. I told you Miller was dirty.
I agree, it doesn't look good. He's pulled me off Dubai, put me on the train station bombing. I think he's about to send me to Gollum City.
The Utulek complex? You're not gonna like it there. It was built by the Santo Group as temporary housing for transient workers. But now...
Now it's home to every unlicensed dog in the Czech Republic. And it's where Ark's made its headquarters.
Shit, man. What are they planning?
We need to play this smart, Alex. Think about what we heard. What was that bit about VersaLife?
You mean the break-in that never happened? Yeah, I started digging into that right after I decrypted the conversation.
What'd you find?
Like I said, man, it's the break-in that never happened. VersaLife is one of the biggest pharma companies on the planet, the only one still manufacturing neuropozyne. If it got broken into, it would have been big news.
So why are they saying it did? VersaLife doesn't produce just neuropozyne. They've got a huge research and development division.
Yeah? So? What does that have to do with Ark? Why frame them for break-in?
They want them to look like terrorists. I guess it depends on what they'll say was stolen. See what the collective can dig up. If this really is a conspiracy, that break-in will be the thread to pull on.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna finish my investigation. Find out who really bombed the station. I'll let you know when I turn up.
Same here. Good luck, Adam.
Miller, we still going to Gollum City?
You are. Meet me at Kopecki's puppet shop. Your pilot's en route. I'll brief you there.
Copy that.
The whole department is corrupt.
Later. All this and more. You can get all of this and more tonight in the red light.
We are getting overtime in
Vážně jsme k něčemu dobrý.
Why they haven't put more guys on the job?
Who else will take care of it?
What do you want me to do? The system was busy. I couldn't even get my messages.
Who listens to that garbage?
You're welcome.
Like I'm always telling you, Rado, people in all country are more genuine. They treat each other with respect. If a man has something to say, he says it to your face. Politely. That is what... Russ.
Go away, Clegg. We're closed.
Oh, he is not here to gamble, Vanna. Are you?
You're Otar?
I am Mr. Botkovelli, yes. And who are you?
I'm here on behalf of a concerned third party.
Oh, you hear that, Mano? Our guest is a very private person.
I found it pays to be cautious when you don't know exactly who you're dealing with.
That is true. But sometimes it can create problems which could have been avoided had they been more forthcoming. If neither man is willing to compromise, they cannot reach a satisfactory understanding.
I would like to avoid any misunderstandings.
Good. So in this case, since you already know my name, and no doubt other things about me, I think you owe me the same courtesy.
I think the best way to describe me is a troubleshooter, and a friend of Vaclav Kohler. He tells me you have a shipment for him, so I figured I'd do him a favor and pick it up.
Look, Vado. The man who still believes in dealing honestly. But only up to a point. Kohler must have told you that I refused to give him the calibrator. You know, dealing with logs these days is bad business. How desperate Kohler must be to send someone like you. And the answer is still no.
I'm not here to discuss the politics of business deals. I just want the calibrator.
For the third time. No. Vano.
Mr. Botkovelli would like you to leave now. Keep moving. Keep moving. You hear it?
I'll follow you.
Nothing.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access denied. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
What do you mean you think he'd make a better capo? Mr. Nicolazzi, he is a great man. This family, it is where it is because of him.
Of course, but what do you expect? The Diwali family has lost a lot of respect in the last few years.
Bah! What do you know of any... thing?
What's that smell? We're pretty much ready. Fuck off already.
Так ты согласен с тем, что босс вчера сказал?
Enough.
Когда-нибудь. Видишь там что-нибудь?
This place smells. Smells like rotten couple of cheapskates in last night.
Up in the stratosphere. Back to New York, and a more in-depth look at UN Security Council Resolution 3507, also known as the Human Restoration
This'll
Act.
weed out the drunks.
This legislation, if passed, calls for the removal and downgrading of all overly powerful, unlicensed augmentations. Individuals who fail to comply will be arrested and relocated to designated AUG-only locations.
I wasn't listening.
Safety is the primary concern, especially in the wake of the AUG incident, where millions of people lost their lives due to malfunctioning augmentations. Opponents of the legislation have been protesting all over
Some
the world,
drunk fellow.
and many of the protests have turned violent. This escalation in the violence and rhetoric has only widened the gap and polarized the dialogue on both sides of the issue. We will be watching the UN closely for any break in the story.
They should have known
This is
better.
Eliza Kazan, reporting to you, live, from Picus.
They may have batteries, but we got this. Ashanti energy drinks. For all you need to
Ну, а чё ты ждал? Интересно, а если ей позвонить?
151 passengers aboard Sister Airlines Flight 451 were killed when an augmented passenger broke into the plane's cockpit and ruthlessly butchered its flight crew. Details recovered from the black box recorder suggest that the man may have been suffering flashbacks to the AUG incident. That horrible day 2 years ago when augmented people all over the world flew into a psychotic killing spree, causing the greatest loss of life in human history.
Tunnels could use a coat of paint.
All right, Kohler. I've got your neuroplasticity calibrator.
That's great! I'm gonna pencil you in for that optimization procedure. Just as soon as I'm done with this house call.
What house call?
I got this other client, you know, doesn't like to be kept waiting.
Neither do I, Kohler. Call me when you're ready.
Скука.
Palisade Property banks
Trace program
have made addressing
initiated.
those concerns priority one. Information archived within the walls of Palisade Property Bank is beyond the legal jurisdiction of any government.
Access granted.
Assured anonymity. Palisade Bank
Вот он
Corporation
шутки
is
платит
now
тут,
and
да?
forever will be the best
Enough.
secure corporate archiving company in the world.
Around the clock, around the world. Picus News. Always watching. Because you are always watching. Turning now to Prague. A city still reeling in the wake of a devastating terror attack. Dozens were killed and hundreds more injured yesterday, when bombs exploded inside Rizika train station. I do not need to remind you folks that
Rather
this
be
is
on
the third
patrol
such
than
attack
clean
to
up.
strike Prague in 6
Yeah,
months.
вот так
All of
нет.
them occurring after Dr.
Я теперь понял. Круто.
Next, please.
He had
Hey,
his
Hello,
papers and everything,
Og.
but the police still
Yeah?
pulled him out of the line.
Just a moment. What the hell kind of
Here
crazy
we
talk
go.
is this? I'm going to...
I don't like being this close to Prakashka. I'm afraid of what might happen to me.
Don't be ridiculous. Poverty isn't contagious.
No, but most of the people in that district.
Hey, good to see you, man. Yeah, it's been too long. So when was the last...
I always get a little nervous when I go into the subway. I don't like the feeling of...
This is
being thrown on the
perfect.
ground.
Thank you so much.
Been the highlight of our day so far.
My pleasure. Have a
Not
good
much
day.
going on.
Did you ever stop to think that this station is named for someone who died during the Og incident?
That could kill a few hours.
Mohlo by se to rozšířit po celé Evropě.
Yes, this is she.
Vážně jsme k něčemu dobrý?
Oh.
Stop! Identification.
Have you ever gone into the watchmaker's shop?
The shopkeeper was late on his protection payments, so my client...
Well...
Sure.
Up in the stratosphere. Back to New York, and a more in-depth look at UN Security Council Resolution 3507, also known as the Human Restoration Act. This legislation, if passed, calls for the removal and downgrading of all overly powerful, unlicensed augmentations. Individuals who fail to comply will be arrested and relocated to designated AUG-only locations. Safety is the primary concern, especially in the wake of the AUG incident, where millions of people lost their lives due to malfunctioning augmentations. Opponents of the legislation have been protesting all over the world, and many of the protests have turned violent. This escalation in the violence and rhetoric has only widened the gap and polarized the dialogue on both sides of the issue. We will be watching the UN closely for any break in the story. This is Eliza Kazan, reporting to you, live, from Picus.
They may have batteries, but we've got this. Ashanti energy drinks. For all you need to get through the day. Ashanti.
In yet another augmented terror attack, 251 passengers aboard sister airlines flight 451 were killed when an augmented passenger broke into the plane's cockpit and ruthlessly butchered its flight crew. Details recovered from the black box recorder suggest that the man may have been suffering flashbacks to the AUG incident. That horrible day 2 years ago when augmented people all over the world flew into a psychotic killing spree, causing the greatest loss of life in recent history. I cannot speak for you folks, but terrifying memories of that day still haunt me. It will certainly be a while before any of us forget it. This is Eliza Kassan, reporting to you live from Vegas.
Exclusivity. Anonymity.
Wonderful.
Has gone to hell.
I don't feel so well. I was here during that. Do what you want, Helena, but don't implicate me.
Prosil.
Hi there, stranger. My God. Look at you. There's going to be a candlelight vigil next Monday in front of the former limb clinic. It would be really nice if you...
There's just never enough time.
Hello? You're breaking up. I cannot hear a thing.
When did they close the puppet shop?
It's been closed for ages, maybe a year or more.
My niece loves those little marionettes they used to have. The ones that look like dogs. I was going to get one for her birthday.
You could get her a real dog.
No, she's an irresponsible little idiot. Trusting her with a piece of wood is as
His
far as I would
organization is
ever.
peaceful and merely seeks to ensure the rights of the augmented in a world that has turned against them.
You saw what happened yesterday. Things... Look, I gotta go. I'll call you later.
Problems?
Nothing I can't handle. We're just waiting on chicane.
So tell me about this new lead then. The Intellicam footage.
State police dropped it off this morning, badly corrupted. But Cheng worked his magic and managed to recover some images. They show an org in a yellow hoodie, dropping bags where each bomb went off.
You ran facial recognition? You got an ID?
Couldn't see his face. But the bags are the same ones used by Talos Rucker and his aid workers in the Utulek complex.
That's a stretch.
3 bombings in Prague in 6 months, Jensen. All of them after the leader of ARC took up residence in that ghetto. Rucker needs to answer for these attacks. Here's chicane now.
Am I late? Are you too early?
You're right on time. Agent Jensen was just agreeing that we need to bring Rucker in.
Quick snatch and grab. Should be easy enough.
So we've already decided he's guilty?
We just need to talk to him, on our terms. Not when he's surrounded by fanatics. Getting into Gollum isn't the problem. Reaching Rucker is. ARC territory is fiercely defended. No one sets foot in there.
Not even the state police?
They can't.
Rucker wasn't forced into Gollum City. He bought his way in.
Blackmailed would be more apt. He threatened to go public with evidence of a humanitarian crisis. One that the United Nations Security Council had swept under the rug.
Got them to force the Czech government to hand over part of the Utulek complex to him. A little bit of hush real estate, so to speak.
He stays quiet and guarantees safety for himself and his followers. Smart. So how do I get in?
I've made a deal with an ARC prospect named Tibor Sokol. Promised to get his family out of the complex, so long as he gets you past ARC's checkpoints.
You trust him?
We have to. It's that or nothing. Sokol will meet you at an apartment in the housing district. Number 237. Any questions?
You really believe ARC is responsible for these attacks? For all of them?
ARC has had the means, motive, and opportunity every time.
Even Dubai? Rucker and the Coalition are still confined to Gollum City. They have a heavy police presence keeping an eye on them.
Gollum isn't a concentration camp. You grease the right palms, you can get the papers you need to come and go.
I find that hard to believe.
So get me the evidence to prove otherwise. Get to Talos Rucker and bring him in, Agent.
You ask me, Rucker sounds more like a savvy politician than a terrorist.
These days, the lines tend to be blurred.
But Rucker was a highly respected doctor, with no military training. What am I missing here?
Rucker is a man of deeply held convictions, with an unshakable belief in his own righteousness. Doesn't take much to push a man like that to terrorism.
Man's a zealot.
He's a suspect. Just bring him in.
Let's get this over with.
Let me know when you've got Rucker.
Goddamn, Jensen. Every time I look at you, I can't believe the amount of jewelry you've got on. Tell me, how's that aftermarket shit working out for you?
Never better. Maybe you should reconsider. What with that limp?
Nah. I like my limp. Keeps me honest. You ready to light out?
Chicane, you get along like this with everyone on the task force, or are you just going out of your way for me?
I got a speech, Jensen. Just one. Got it memorized, too. So I'd suggest you do the same. I'm not here to be your friend. I'm not your pal. I'm not your buddy. Don't try calling me sport or partner. Definitely not fucking bro. I'm your pilot, plain and simple. You want to talk about the mission? Fine. You want to get cozy? You can forget it. Remember all that, and we'll get along just fine.
Let's do this.
Good. Strap in.
But still we have no answers. No one has yet claimed responsibility. Dr. Talos Rucker, the leader of ARC, posted a letter condemning the attack. Sources close to the investigation, however, tell me that Rucker and ARC may be behind it after all. I don't know about you folks, but with the upcoming...
Interesting pre-game ritual you've got there. You getting pissed enough to end this guy yet?
I got a no-kill order.
Is that right? Would have thought he'd done enough to warrant extreme prejudice.
How far out are we?
Coming up on it now. Not many spots I can set her down. You got a preference?
Get as close to the ground as you can. I'll take it from there.
Whatever you say, boss.
This most recent act of senseless violence has been laid at...
Jensen, still got all your parts together?
I'm fine. How close did you get me to our contact's location? Housing Unit 237.
Jesus, Jensen, I didn't put you on his doorstep. Residential sector should be just ahead of you. Me, I'm gonna switch to autopilot, have a coffee. Let me know if things get interesting.
Are protesting. Despite our dedication to the peaceful advancement of our cause.
I can't keep living like this.
Were killed in the attack at Rosika Station. But fear has blinded our accusers. And although I know that many
I'll make sure
Someone turn up the
on
gun.
this
relentless
band of Illuminati, I urge you,
it out.
instead
Just
of the
block it
9
out.
dudes in black on horseback, It's a council of 5 in Ashton Martin. Never stop until we are all dropped into isolation.
The cops are out of control.
No shelter, no food,
This attack
no
expedites
fucking hope.
legislation that in time will be expanded to include natural use. It'll guarantee legislation that will make the distribution and implantation of chips mandatory. Chips that will eventually be implanted in our natural asses too. I told you an attack like this was going to be a situation.
I have to change his...
Well, what do you think now?
Fucking can't feel my toes, man.
Score Chad 99. Still think your boy Laz is paranoid? They got us. They've had us on the grid for generations, and now they're gonna impale us on
Shallow breathing. I can't see. I was warned a little something.
You must submit to an identification scan.
Initiate security scan.
Welcome to Golem City, Clank. That's what everyone says when they're caught. Clank.
Is that the crime I
No such thing. I will have to assume you intend to attack me.
That sounds like a really
You're
good
under
idea.
arrest. Get over there.
Back off! You people. Now what? What other lies have you come to tell me?
I'm sorry to bother you, but I'm here to see Sokol. He's expecting me.
Which one? My husband Dushan, or his foolish brother Tibor? I guess it doesn't matter which one. The police took them both to the Narrows to torture them for information they do not have.
It's been a rough day, especially here. I can see that. But maybe I can help. What happened?
Like you care. My husband is gone. Tibor said he had a way of getting us out of Golem City. A contact with... Wait. Who are you?
I'm the contact.
And maybe there is a chance.
There's always a chance.
I'm sorry. Normally they only take ARC members. Tibor is ARC. He has been taken before. But now, after the bombing, they come for Tibor. Dushan, he asks why, and then they take my Dushan. He has done nothing. Nothing.
Do you know where they were taken?
I told you already. The Narrows. Instead of asking stupid questions, why don't you do something? Don't just stand there. They need help, please.
How long after that before it's mandatory for every single
In this case, the Oman Desert, to live there. This is Eliza Casali, reporting to you.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
My friends, this most recent act of senseless
Access
violence has
granted.
been laid at our feet. At the feet of all augmented. Not simply Ark. And I fear the repercussions will test our resolve, the strength of our convictions. We have been cast as the villain once again. Despite our denials, our protestations, despite our dedication to the peaceful advancement of our cause, despite the fact that some of our own were killed in the attack at Rosika Station. But fear has blinded our accusers. And although I know that many of you are fearful in the wake of such violence, I urge you not to become as
You all have caused enough problems. Get moving.
All areas
Chicane, we got a problem. Our contact's been swept up by the police.
I heard about cops in Golem, Jensen. Your Interpol ID won't get you any kindness with them.
That's all right. I didn't bring it with me. They're holding him in a place called the Narrows. I'll contact you after I find him.
Hands up! A civilization of migrants that ravaged an entire landscape, killed the people already on it, and then swallowed itself up to the point where we began barricading ourselves in our walled cities because we're so afraid of each other.
We wanted to advance our civilization so fast. It took us a few decades to advance it to the same point that Europe and Asia
Anomaly
took thousands
detected.
of years to get.
Trace
Now,
program
we don't
initiated.
even know
Access
what we're
granted.
trying to achieve. Know what we're trying to achieve, followers? Nothing! There's no prosperity left! Our prosperity started spinning out of control the minute we let loose upon the world a science we didn't understand. I've been saying for years that the monitoring of OGs had to be done, but not in a way where we violated every secret right this nation was founded on. We're just trying to save ourselves from our own greed, followers, and our own inability to take preventative measures. Now, we're neck deep in neuropathy.
Now to the moon, where the planned expansion of Moon Base Omega has once again been placed on hold. Several financial backers were forced to pull out this week due to their involvement in an ongoing security.
You probably saved a lot of lives by telling us this, Hanser.
Oh yeah, I'm a regular hero. I bet they will have a statue of me in the town square and everywhere.
If your sister is with Ark, we are the only people who can help her.
I don't like the cops being here any more than you do, but what do you expect? There was another bombing in Prague. They need someone to blame.
But nobody here could have done it. They got us caged up like animals.
I was at the pit just now. Did you hear what happened? We heard the cops showed up and beat some guy to death.
Somebody has to stop. Everywhere we go today, cops.
I am running
This
on the patience
legislation,
you
if
claim.
passed, calls for the removal and downgrading of all overly powerful, unlicensed augmentations.
So bad, one of the four kids died.
Will be arrested and relocated to designated all issue. We will be watching the UN closely.
Nenecháme se umlčet. Lidi od téhle hrozny slyšejí. Máme svoje zneužívání pravomocí. This is not justice. You're nothing but bullies.
My friends,
The police are stealing everything. Nechte mě bejt, nemáte právo se mě dotýkat.
and I fear the repercussions will test our resolve, the strength of our convictions. We have been cast as the villain once again. Despite our denials, our protestations, despite our dedication.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access denied.
prematurely ending the lives of dozens of innocent travelers.
Let me live! I have a family!
Natalis Rucker did post a letter for the inside the neighborhood.
Not like this.
Condemning the attack.
I hope we find something.
Just as he has every time bombs have gone off in Prague.
Never stay away!
In Rubia.
Here comes trouble.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit!
That's far enough, Clank. No one gets in the Narrows without the proper authorization, and you do not have it.
That's a catchy name for, what, a makeshift staging area for your Gollum City op?
Aren't you a smart one? Tell you what, smart guy. Keep moving, or I'll make sure you regret it.
I need to talk to someone you're holding. Tell me, what's the going rate for cops in Gollum City?
You're making a very dangerous assumption, my friend. You think every cop in Gollum City takes bribes? But, out of curiosity, how much are you thinking?
This is as high as I'll go.
It's high enough. Barely. Who are you looking for?
Man called Tibor. You picked him up not so long ago.
Yeah, first cell on the right. And that's as far as you go. In and out. Got it? You go nosing around, you'll get it shut off. Now move, before I decide to find out how some clanks got that many credits to throw around.
Brother, watch it. The cops are everywhere today.
I noticed that. Are you Tibor?
Yes, you're late, Interpol.
I know. I spoke to your sister-in-law. She told me what happened.
Adila, is she all right?
It seems like she can take care of herself.
Yes, she can. You know, I can't help you. It's too dangerous now.
Tibor, I can get you out of here.
And then what? They go back to my housing unit and take me again?
And what if you're not there?
No, no. Please, that will just make it worse. They know who I am. They went after my family.
Interpol has promised to get you and your family out of here to safety.
Safety? There is no safety. Only tyrants who prey on the weak and the innocent.
All right, Tibor, listen. I understand why you can't come with me, but I still need to get to Rucker, or what happened to you and your family today will happen to others. I'll smooth it over with Interpol. Is there any other way you can help me?
There's a man, a smuggler, Louis Galois. He imports items for Talos, neuropozyne, whiskey. He could get you in, but you'd have to do him a favor. He likes favors.
That's something. Any other ideas?
My keycard to get to Ark territory is gone. One of the cops took it. Probably still has it on him.
Thanks, I'll look into it.
Please, I know you don't owe me anything, but if you see my brother Dushan, help him. If anything happens to him, Adela will kill me.
Of that, I have no doubt. I'll see what I can do.
Clean them out.
Chicane, get a message to Miller. Sokol's backed out of the deal.
Why am I not surprised?
He's just looking after his family. Besides, it's not a complete wash. He gave me some options on how to get into Ark on my own.
Well, just be careful, Jensen. This arsehole obviously can't be trusted. Let me know when you're in.
Only a matter of time before it breaks. Be smart. Play ball with me.
I know where the police have confiscated neuropathy. Be quiet. You do not
This area is clear.
Moving.
You can't just walk away from me.
It will be easy, trust me.
Keep it
I
together.
know where the police have hidden some confiscated neuropathy.
Keep it together.
Neuropathy? Get over here!
It's just not fair. I thought that having a baby would be the greatest day of our lives, but now...
This most recent act of senseless violence has been laid at our feet.
Right, do you think, for us to bring a baby
At
into
the
the
feet
world?
of all
What kind of parents would force their child to grow up in a place like this?
If you're suggesting what I think you're suggesting,
Test our
I don't know.
The strength of our convictions.
Vy sem nepatříte.
Yeah, well, Tibor almost certainly is. I took some kind of pass card, the key card off him. I've got a good idea what it's for, too. And if it is, proves he's Ark. No, an elevator, useless to us. Unless we want to start a real war, which we don't. He's a small fish, for sure. And Deshaun, well, probably not even involved, but, well, let's not throw either back without getting something out of it. Okay, check in later. Over and out. Watch yourself. A trap animal usually attacks.
All you...
Never talk about this, Rabia. The promised
If you
land.
do hear from
They said that about this hellhole too. Give me one good reason why he is going to be anything.
That elevator is off limits, friend. Is there something I can help you with?
I'm looking for answers. I need to get inside.
Ark has many answers, brother. Unfortunately, recruitment is suspended right now. Sorry. That elevator is off limits, friend. Holy shit!
That is some nice hardware.
This is bullshit. Fuck this.
So good.
I will not die here today.
Always know when it comes to false flags. Like Gulf of Tonkin and the
Chicane, tell Miller the mission's back on track. I've got an elevator passkey that'll get me into Ark territory.
Copy that. I'll do a flyby up ahead, get you the lay of the land. Hit me up when you're through.
Nobody knew yet. Are you nuts? What the fuck's the matter with you? And my parents refused to
We
say
will
her
get
age.
the right to eat.
She thought she'd be
Just the
safer
idea.
living here than on the streets.
We need the goddamn money.
So how about if I do it?
That was
I'll
really
just
good.
walk around. I gave notice to work and followed her 2 weeks later.
I made the mistake of going near the Ark zone yesterday, and some armed goon threatened me.
Haven't you learned to stay
Watch yourself.
The closer you get to the 3rd floor, the more dangerous they get. If you're not Ark, they don't want you around.
I don't understand. I thought they
Do you know how many times I've been robbed? Too many.
Trying to save lives.
This is a pleasant surprise. I wasn't expecting any customers today, given the unpleasantness outside.
Are you Louis Galois?
I am. If this is a referral, may I ask which of my customers was impressed enough to recommend me?
Tibor Sokol.
Ah, poor Tibor. But how may I be of service?
Let's see what you've got for sale.
Of course. Please, take a look.
I'll be on my way for now.
As you wish.
Should have gotten vaccinated before coming here.
Tak to proč? Co pak nevidíš, co se tady děje? To snad není možný. Hezký augmentace. Promiň, chtěl jsem tě zavolat dřív.
Nemůžu.
Victor, we got one. Patrolling the market, just like you said it would be.
I got it, brothers. Now, let's see what we've got here. These little guys can be tricky. Every once in a while, one of them will go off, even if you...
Should have tried cutting the blue wire.
If only life was that simple. You are lost, brother? It looks like you might have taken a wrong turn.
You must be the welcoming committee.
No. I am Marchenko. And Marchenko, he is more of a guardian. Like the hound at the gates of hell, yes?
I'm not real big on the classics.
That is a pity. What a man reads can tell you more about him than his face. Can I give you a little friendly advice?
Sure.
Go back. Go home. There is nothing for someone like you here.
How do you figure that? You don't know me.
I know this place, up ahead. We call it the Throat. And sometimes those get cut, yes? When outsiders come wandering in where they should not.
I'll take my chances. I just want to see where Ark hides out.
We are not hiding from anyone.
Tell that to the cops down below.
Do not listen to police and all their bullshit about Ark. Those Slupotia pricks are everywhere, breaking heads, making their mess, and we have to deal with it. Better watch yourself. They won't go easy on you either, leash or no leash.
It's not right what the police are doing. Someone has to stand up to them.
Is that you? Because it takes a lot to step out of line and answer back. And once you do, there is no return. Not everyone has the courage to take up the fight.
You make it sound like you're in a war.
It is a war. On us. On every augmented human. You see that, don't you? There is a moment coming, and it will be soon, when all of us will have to choose a side. Anyone who does not will just be in the way. And that could get them killed.
I thought Ark was about preserving human rights, not advocating armed revolt.
Here and now, brother, it is the same thing.
What you're talking about, that's terrorism.
Is it? I thought we were just two men having a conversation, discussing the issues of the day.
Like your friend Rucker? I see him on the net. He feel the same way you do?
Ah, yes. Talos. He is a good man. Strong, intelligent, principled. You could learn a lot from him.
I admit he's got a way about him. He talks and people listen. But is that enough?
He is no politician, if that is what you mean. Rucker gave up an easy life for our cause. He lives the struggle, just like the rest of us.
I respect anyone with principles. But in my experience, that doesn't get you much when the storm comes down.
Well, as much as a political debate stimulates me, you are pushing my patience, and I have work to do. You have had your warning. Get out of here, while you still can.
If that was your recruitment speech, I gotta tell you, it sucked. The way I see it, after the bombing, tide's turning against you. ARC has made itself public enemy #1.
Yes, it may seem that way. For now. Until then. Sergei! Be careful in there, Shiny. Huh? Nasty rumors of a wrench getting scratches on his finish will scare the tourists away. Yes. We'll be seeing you.
Chicane, patch me through to Miller.
Give him a message. Patch you through. What am I, your fucking secretary now?
Jensen, I thought you were back on track.
I am. But I need you to run a name through iLink. Viktor Marchenko. Got a feeling about this guy.
Fine. But remember, you're there for Rucker. If he's behind these attacks, everyone else will fall in line.
Welcome back.
Let's see what you've got for sale.
These are all the... Credits are precious.
I'll be on my way.
I've been behind the desk too long.
Show no weakness.
Your actions are being recorded, Og. Going to get messy, I can tell.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
Access granted.
Good evening. This is Talos Raka. And it is time once again to share with you current events relating to the struggle for augmented rights. Our principal topic tonight is, unsurprisingly, the aftermath of the deplorable terrorist attack on the Ruzicka train station in Prague. Owing to the slanderous and inflammatory insinuations and outright lies being put forth by the media, the police presence in the Utulek complex has increased. My ears of unlawful searches, arbitrary arrests, and brutal violence posing as interrogation.
Chicane, I'm in ARC territory now. That flyby show you anything?
First section seems to be a mass storage area. View ahead looks like ARC has repurposed it for living quarters. Or barracks, maybe.
Those two things have very different connotations, Chicane. Which is it?
Well, everyone in front of you is armed, so I'll let you decide.
Right.
Sokol, calm down.
Don't tell me to! Don't tell me to calm down. When they try to intimidate me, get me to bring them here, but I refuse.
Who?
Interpol. They're coming here.
The police know what happens to them when they come here.
Not the police. Interpol. I think they mean to arrest Talos.
Relax, Sokol. If Interpol needs to learn the same lesson we taught the police, we will be glad to teach them. We will go to any lengths to protect Talos. Now go. Go keep your eyes open, and we will handle Interpol together.
Sokol.
Boże! It's you, I...
We came to you in good faith, with good intentions, and asked for your help. When you backed out, I defended you, and this is how you repay me? Why?
You're right. It's true. But I had no choice. Can you keep my family safe? Can you guarantee that? No, of course not. So I do what I think is right, and if it costs me my life, at least I have done right. Can you say that?
I'm here to get answers and find out who's behind the bombing. If I succeed, maybe I can protect your family, and a lot more like it. All you've done is put more families in jeopardy.
You're right. I know it. Just go. Do what you came to do before I change my mind. Go!
We will have a lot to do once the police leave.
I'm hearing bad things from Mir.
Someone left all the showers running again.
This crisis will forge our path.
It sometimes seems as though there is a splintering of the group.
The public has found us guilty. We have no chance.
Chicane, you with me?
Thankfully, no. What's your progress?
I'm through the living quarters. Looks like I'm into some kind of operations area now. My gut tells me Rucker's gonna be above all this, someplace high and defensible.
Better find an elevator then. I'll update you with extraction coordinates when I have them. Chicane out.
He is different lately. He used to visit the other districts, walk around their marketplaces, and hand out posse at the clinics.
I have not seen him do that in weeks.
No. No. It is like he is... like he has given up.
He better not have. Talos is the reason I joined Art. And if he cannot find a way out of this mess, then I am not sure there is one.
What if we did blow up Ruzika?
You think Talos would allow that?
Probably not, no. But you ever get the feeling someone else is pulling the strings around here?
You need some sleep, man.
Whoever bombed Ruzika was probably a religious fanatic.
We have lost already if people think Ark did
You
it.
think LQ would have us covered?
Still waiting to hear from LQ.
My friends, this most recent act of senseless violence.
We are being framed.
As the villain once again.
I hope this campaign brings some change.
Despite our denials, our protestations, despite our dedication to the peaceful advancement of our cause, despite the fact that some of our own were killed in the attack.
I have a great idea for another poster.
But fear has blinded our accusers. And although I know that many...
The audio from the last two broadcasts were low.
Accuse, perhaps worse. And some of you will be tempted to strike out. Strike back. Please. I urge you.
Fellows should be live on air. We need him to calm the situation.
Only escalate the situation. It will only serve to strengthen their justification. I know it is a lot to ask. To lay down.
Hey! Someone back there?
Better take a look. I'm with you.
Yeah, nothing.
I can't wait to investigate the next family's house. Real action. Over there.
Okay, good.
Chicane, I'm moving in on Rucker's position. You got those coordinates yet?
I'll transmit them as soon as I've finished my coffee.
Don't leave me hanging, Chicane.
You just worry about getting our man. And be careful. He's dangerous.
We'll see.
I'm unarmed.
I'm sure you'll understand if I don't take your word for it.
You're clearly very skilled. I want to thank you for holding yourself in check on the way in. My friends only want to protect me, but there's been too much bloodshed already.
You don't seem surprised to see me.
I'm not. After the train station attacks, I knew it was only a matter of time before they sent someone. Please, sit.
This isn't a social call, Rucker. I'm here to take you in.
Our mandate is to fight for the rights of the augmented. Communicate our message, offer assistance. The Ark is a non-violent organization. Somewhere down there, hiding in plain sight, is your real terrorist. I was trying secretly to find out who is responsible.
Rucker? Chicane, Rucker is dead.
Come again.
I'll fill you in when I see you, which is where exactly?
There's some greenhouses near your position. Below them is a clearing. That's where I'll be. Chicane out.
We're up here. Mir must be a disaster.
I wish you would be more serious.
Yeah, checking in. Nothing here, over.
Is that? What was that?
Anomaly detected. Trace program access granted.
Right? You see that? No time to ignore anything.
Violence is not the answer, and pacifism is not the answer, then tell me, what is the answer?
I don't know. Every day we discuss it. Talos isn't able to think about anything else.
Then why isn't he doing anything about it?
You'll have to ask him. Or better yet, come up with an answer yourself. Whoa, see that? Get your eyeballs over there.
Have to be kidding! Got you now, traitor!
A lot of goddamn good Rucker being dead is going to do for us. Your orders were to bring him in.
I fully intended to.
Then how did this happen?
You tell me, because I get the feeling I'm being set up.
Set up for what?
It's pretty convenient. Rucker drops dead just as I show up. Whose call was it to send me in there?
If I was setting you up for anything, it was for success. Did I send you in there because you're augmented? Yeah, I did. But I also sent you in there because I believe you're the best we've got. Frankly, I'm offended you'd think anything else. Was it Rucker that got this in your head? What the hell did he say to you?
He said he had evidence that could prove Ark was being manipulated.
Now we're onto something. Do you have it?
Rucker was killed before he could show it to me.
Ain't that convenient?
What about Viktor Marchenko?
I ran that name through iLink. Got a blank page. Why? You got something more on him?
Right now, no. It's just a feeling I have.
We're well past feelings, Jensen. What we need is evidence. Christ. What a mess. You know word of Rucker's death is going to spread, don't you? And when that happens, the head of state police assures me Golem City will become a war zone. We can't let that happen. I hope we're good on juice, Chicane, because I need a ride. As for you, Agent...
I still have a case to solve, and I know exactly where to start, Director. Smiley's had more than enough time to analyze that DSD I gave him.
The one you took from Ruzika?
I'll check in with him, see what's on it. After that, I'll go where the evidence takes me. I intend to make sure the right people are brought to justice for this, whether they're augmented or not.
Get a move on, before this case gets any colder. And keep me in the loop. Let's go, Chicane.